I'm Frodeno, Olympic gold medalist, three-time Ironman world champion. For years, I chased the edge of what's possible, always pushing for more. But now, I'm chasing something else. Stories, the kind that unfold on the course and far beyond it. After a career built around world titles, I've stepped away from racing, but I'm not done. There's still more to learn and even more to share. This is Beyond Finish Lines. You can win races with peak performances, but if I'm very honest and I reflect on my career within myself, there are maybe 3, 4 races that I am truly happy with, that I really feel like I executed as well as I possibly could have. And even those aren't perfection. I think perfection is elusive. And the great thing about it being elusive is that if you strive for some form of it, you'll never reach it. And you'll keep reaching and trying more and trying more. As my good friend likes to say, if you're having a good time, it's hard to avoid success. And that was really what 2019 was all about for me. On race day, my old nemesis was there as a competitor. It had all the names where everything sort of came together. And for me, it was as smooth as it could have been. And at the same time, I remember so clearly coming back on the Queen K at about kilometer 30, 35, as the fatigue set in and my legs got heavy, thinking, you better enjoy this because this may well be as good as it gets. Yeah, it was weird. It was a natural thought that popped into my mind, but I knew at that very stage that this may well be the pinnacle. Welcome to Remisch for the 70.3 Luxembourg, and I'm here ready to run with a global icon. The man is a myth, he is a legend, fiercely competitive.
They deserve better. Now get it together!
Extremely disciplined.
That was pathetic.
He has 17 Michelin stars, more than I've got Ironmans to my name. Gordon Ramsay is who we're talking about. Let's talk life and sport with a legend.
We plan 3 70.3s a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you plan? Just randomly, or is it like literally around your filming schedule, I guess?
Filming schedule, family,
Yeah.
and make sure the wife's there as well. She loves
Happy
it.
wife, happy life, right?
Oh, she loves it. Absolutely loves it.
And how many of your kids are into it? Do you have six kids?
Yeah, 3 of them are doing tries.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you do it like as a family, you just come together.
All together, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what's happened to that level of excitement now with these tries. When do you struggle? Insufficient fuel?
Like it's changed so much,
Yes.
right? Because like when I first did it, you'd have like 2 gels on the run,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, now it's every half hour.
And now it's like, if you're doing it well, you got to do it for 15 minutes.
Shit, seriously.
Like every 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I don't know about you, because I imagine,
Yeah. I'm a big guy.
yeah, but I mean in terms of like your food habits,
Yeah.
like carb load for you must be painful.
It is.
Like think about 800 grams of carbs.
Yeah.
Is what you should be having today.
Yeah, is that right?
That's 15 cups of rice.
No, there you go. There you go. Yeah, it's a great way of breaking it down.
It's like, it's impossible, right? And it's changed so much
Yeah.
that in the beginning it was all about the struggle, like energetically, would you make it to the end? And you just like, you know you're gonna blow up.
Sure.
It's just how hard is it gonna be?
Yeah.
And how much are the other guys blowing up?
Yeah.
Whereas now it's kind of like a charge to the end and
Yeah. If I look
Yeah.
at the times now in comparison to what it was like in 2013, 2015, and what these kids are doing now, 10 years later.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it is the bikes as well, right? The technology.
Bikes and the shoes and all this.
Sure.
But nutrition is the big one. Because no one's, like you look at the times and it's the second half of the marathon where everyone's making it up.
Is that right?
Because no one's blowing up anymore.
No. Always going to be. Are you happy with the back noise in the office?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Technology's really good these days.
You got it, man.
You're onto it. You're onto it. You're running the production. You're running the production.
You're absolutely
Running
Hey, somebody hire this guy.
Let's go. Let's go. We're time poor, Jan. Come on.
Yeah, we're time poor and everything else also.
So sorry, I just get my water. Oh, yeah. Where'd it go, Just?
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Where did that water go, bud?
Right there on the table.
Ah, sorry.
There's the bottle. There's a glass.
Thank you. Let's go. I only said this because you were doing it, by the way. Any other athlete, I would have said no.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
I'm telling you. And then my coach, Chris, said, you're his idol. We have the most incredible training facilities in Cornwall. Cornwall is just this rolling hills. It's incredible. And the swim, the bike, there's a microclimate there, there's vineyards, it's incredible. So we hibernate down there.
Yeah.
And Chris is like the Cornish beast. He's just like 5:30 outside in the morning, just
Jesus.
Let's go, my man. Let's go. Let's get creamed up and go.
Talking about that, are you more of a morning or more of a night person?
Definitely morning.
Yeah.
At 22 years of age, I got my first job as a baker. And so I used to sort of work, arrive at midnight until midday. And so chefs generally will always be up in the morning. Training schedule, first thing in the morning. Got to get out of the way first.
And then you build an imperium that's based on night service. I mean, the contradiction is kind of there, right?
No, you're right. But chefs are night owls. So we push ourselves to the extreme because it's just not night, it's lunch and dinner. So from an early age, you get so disciplined into a sort of 12, 14-hour day. And back in the olden days, it used to be split shifts.
Yeah.
But then when you're up against it and you're under pressure, you just work straight through. So that work ethic has never left.
Because for me, discipline very often is something that's outside imposed, right? Discipline to me is like a New Year's Eve resolution kind of thing. I feel like to sustain it, you must have a natural love. Like, where did your love for food come from? That you get enough energy to maintain that kind of output?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think growing up watching mum having 3 jobs, we grew up in a little tiny council estate in Stratford-on-Avon. It was never glamorous. It was a rented house. Watching her handle 3 jobs, work as a chef, work as a nurse, work as a cleaner, you got up to speed with the ethic of be grateful. And as not a mentor, but as an example, she was the perfect. And then, of course, getting to sport early, playing football, from an early age, progressing to the under-16 championship, under-18s, and then touching that level of professional. I think that's what's embodied in you, that kind of drive, that banter, that drive, and that commitment, I think.
Totally personal question, like off the script, but how do you maintain that with your parents? Like I've got a similar upbringing where things, it wasn't always to plan. Parents were self-employed, it was up and down, and things went, there was always a love there, but there was also always a kind of energy like you have to make it yourself.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it was a struggle to get out of that mess that I grew up in.
Yeah.
And so that's not been disparaging or detrimental to my mum. I was grateful.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And so I realised how poor we were when we had lunch vouchers, in a way that you got sent to one side of the sort of cafeteria, the kids that couldn't afford to buy their meals. And so that puts a bit of a rocket up your backside, in a way that I was desperate to get out of the mess I was born into.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit dysfunctional.
Yeah.
And it was, for me, I wanted to better myself.
Yeah.
I wanted better things in life. I wanted a quality of life that I didn't grow up having. And so I fought for it.
It's interesting you say that, because I find like the most successful people I know tend to be running from things rather than towards that big goal.
That's the beginning. That's exactly how it starts. And then you get a taste of it, and then you still have that perception with sometimes the insecurities that's going to be taken away. So you have that drive that is relentless. And I think it's the same in triathlons. I bed myself into that swim, and I disappear. I don't want to contact anybody, and I just leave me alone. And so it comes back to the discipline.
Yeah.
I'm also cautious of my father dying of a heart attack at 53. That was a big wake-up call.
Yeah.
The average Scottish diet was whiskey and cigarettes and a full Scottish breakfast with black pudding and overload. Haggis. And so, again, chefs are notorious with the worst eating habits. So we got to set an example. I think that's what, is also at the forefront. Set the example. You don't have to copy, but just follow the example.
It's funny because in that way, you would never have a fear of failure, right? Because you kind of know that success is the only option.
You're robust. Your skin becomes like a rhinoceros. You learn from your mistakes. Yeah. You embrace failure, and you bounce back from it. I think if there's one thing I've learned. Now we've just opened our 95th restaurant.
95th restaurant.
We have just over 3,500 in the team globally, and so learn from those mistakes. Just don't make that same mistake twice.
Yeah.
Because that's going to come back to hurt you. So I stay close to the business, but I get out. And I think the Ironman scenario has saved me from becoming consumed in that business. And it wasn't, you said, Christ, why run so much? After running so many marathons and ultra marathons, it wasn't enough. So I needed more time back. So a swim, a bike, accumulated in a perfect Ironman. So, but it got me more time out of the business, which then made my whole perspective a little bit clearer.
So what I gather is, you notoriously have high expectations of yourself, and we spoke about it on the run briefly, but you kind of go and manage to switch that off for is that really your time where you're able to just be you and just, like you say, buy your time back and use it as a valve to kind of decompress?
Ironman decompresses me.
Yeah.
And it's this incredible chamber that is just, it's perfect, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Some of the most beautiful settings anywhere in the world.
It's not bad, yeah.
The atmosphere around the camps is electrifying. It's addictive because the kids are super excited about it now. They started with their sprint, the Olympic, and then for all the children's 18th birthday presents, whilst their mates were getting iPads, cars, it made Tana and I feel sick. We got the kids marathon places for the charity.
Awesome, that's very good.
And then literally after the marathon place, Jack did his first 70.3 at 18 in Staffordshire.
Amazing.
So they're all on that journey with us now because the atmosphere is electrifying. And then the transitioning, getting the help out the water, the support locally, whether you're on a beach in San Diego or a vineyard in Luxembourg, there's just something magical in every race.
Yeah. It would be amiss of me to not ask about your carb loading habits. It's obviously changed. We spoke about it on the run. What's your go-to meal the night before a race? What do you do?
Great question. Chefs graze. Chefs graze. They don't sit down and eat a big breakfast, an appetizer, entree, dessert. We graze all day long.
Okay.
So triathlon sort of competing for me is perfect because we eat every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, when they keep on saying, never trust a skinny chef. That's absolute utter bullshit. Never trust the fat fucks because they've already eaten it all. It's the fat fucks that deprived you of what you should be eating. So trust the skinny chefs because they're the smart, intelligent ones that take one bite.
Take a little bit, yeah.
So it's like a gel.
Yeah.
Precision gel, carb, bang.
Yeah.
Every 15, 20 minutes, little bite. 15 minutes. And
But you don't do that the day before. That's during the race.
No, during the race. But
okay.
It's perfect synergy because we graze all day long.
Yeah.
We go into a kitchen to service. There's sorbets, there's desserts, and you do small tastings. And so we graze. And I do exactly the same on the race day. The day before, I'll load up, but it's not just the day before. We start fish, spinach, broccoli a week out.
Okay.
And
good.
my larder, food is at my fingertips.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone wants to eat what I'm eating. And so the biggest problem we've got now is every time we go into a restaurant, they think we're filming fucking Kitchen Nightmares.
Everyone's stressing by the time you walk in.
This restaurant is festering. Do you think I'm lying?
Who's cleaned up, who hasn't cleaned up?
Where's the crew? Enough is enough. Does anyone care in here? Smell it. Where's Stuart Little? What is he eating?
Off, guys. Off. Raw. Off. All of you, get in the storeroom.
What has he sent back? And so, we're screwed either way. But no, we start eating properly a week out.
Yeah, I love it. Gordon, tell me, to get to sort of a conclusion, like, where do you see this? Is this journey about perfection for you? Because I feel like your journey in the kitchen is much about finding the perfect meal, right? I mean, you're infamous for, I think, cooking the perfect eggs, which I'm like, yes, that is awesome. Yes. I love eggs. I could do eggs all day. And really finding the perfect dish, or getting to a point that it's kind of that you're really happy with it. Is that something in triathlon as well, where you're looking to better yourself? Like, what's your ultimate goal with?
It's funny you say that. This morning with Dave, the bike engineer, I got him to twist my
hoods in.
Brakes in, exactly that, because the distribution of weight is a lot easier on the road bike. And again, I'm 6'2". I've got size 15 feet. I'm 210 pounds.
Size 15 feet?
Flippers. Absolute fucking flippers, man.
How come the swim's not your best design? That's impossible. Use your legs, man.
Everyone's drafting behind me, and so I've got this pressure on me like, there he is, Bigfoot. So sit behind the Bigfoot. I don't wear fins in the pool. I don't need to.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be honest. I can connect with that level of perfection.
Yeah.
I won my third Michelin star at the age of 33. From a culinary perspective, it wasn't about there's nothing else to win. I've maintained it now. This year at restaurant Gordon Ramsay, it'll be 25 years at 3-star.
Wow.
That can only be possible because of the synergy with Ironman. Because everywhere we go, from the swim, to the bike setup, to the run, to the shoes, to the vest, to the Garmin, it is absolute utter perfection. And so there's this parallel.
Yeah.
That we jump in and we jump out, but every time I jump out, I'm going into another level of perfection. And so, pressure's healthy. Very few can stand that.
Oh.
And that level of perfection, getting up in the morning, is one of the most refreshing attitudes to have. So I take it personally, really personally. The one thing that gets me is a fucking puncher. That's the one thing that pisses me off, because I know my coach will be complaining that I was 20 minutes behind everybody else on my bike. You put on too much weight. For your age group, you should be better. And what the fuck are you doing spending 20 minutes when I've shown you multiple times how to change an inner tube?
Puncture liquid, yeah. It's an interesting one. I mean, I always say pressure creates diamonds, right? Where you kind of like have that moment where it becomes a privilege, right? Because people actually expect things of you. And I really find that fascinating. But I mean, a puncture, shit happens.
I know.
I mean, that's what we talked about. Sometimes it's not in your hands.
Yeah. Solution.
It's kind of, I find like, I had a sports teacher in school, and he once told me, he said, Frodeno, other than what did he say? Other than persistence, you really have nothing going for you.
Stop it.
And it stuck with me like forever. I was like, well, it turned out persistence is not that bad.
Absolutely.
But sometimes, like that little puncture or something will be your fuel for the next day.
Sure.
That's kind of where I'm hoping.
I see lots of chefs today struggling, where am I going? What do you think? Solution facing. Okay, it's not life-threatening. You're young, you're fit, you've got a great palate. I'm going to give you the solution. Give me the problem, and I'll come back to you with that solution. So, I welcome those challenges.
Gordon, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Enjoy your race. Have a wonderful time. Thanks so much for taking the time to come chat with us.
It's been an absolute pleasure,
man. It's been so good.
Thanks, bud. Thank you.
Good luck.
I can't believe you're the one of very few South Africans I've met that's never, ever, ever done comrades.
Well, yeah. It's it just doesn't fit. Like, if you're a professional athlete.
Get your shit together. I don't give a fuck how many championships you've got. Get your shit together. How can a fat fuck chef in his 50s have done comrades, sat with one of the most prolific athletes in the world, and never, ever done a comrades?
All right, we've got it on camera. I've got to sign up.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
All the
best. And
thanks, guys.
again, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
there you have it. Not many people in the world would use an Ironman as their form of a relaxation or a family vacation. Gordon Ramsay, the fierce energy and power of 17 Michelin stars, certainly someone who's changed my views. That's why he is the legend he is. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Beyond Finish Lines. Until next time.